Hi again, and thank you all again. Phew, I'm just exhaling. Did you hear? Yes, I have to remind myself to breathe, and I think we're all going through some sort of this or that these days, and that's part of life. And I really had to remind myself just to share with you last night, really to breathe. Hello, it's time for me to practice what I'm preaching. I guess life is presenting to me many ways to remind myself to practice to breathe. It is amazing, isn't it? Just the breath alone. I will share this with you before we actually lie down on the mat. I did have my blood pressure taken the other day, and they said, "Oh my gosh, are you taking medication for your blood pressure?" And I go, "No, I never have, or hopefully never will." And she was quite high. And I go, "Wait a minute. Let me just take a few deep breaths, if you will, if we have time. And then let's take that blood pressure again." Because I realized when she was taking it, what I was thinking and then actually talking to her about was a lot of my angst and worries. And then so I took a few deep breaths, just 2 or 3, and then she took it again, and it was down to normal, even below normal. So it was like, it really works. I just got measured before and after breathing, just 3 deep breaths. So again, the science is proving what wise sages have known for thousands of years, just because they could feel it. So again, I encourage you maybe to put some music on. And I when I first started teaching online, I did have music, but I noticed in the recording, it turned out all fuzzy, and then it went in and out, and it wasn't a steady music. Even when I play the Native American flute, I know I still play it, and then when I hear the recording, it doesn't come out quite as smooth as it does in the live Zoom. But I still play it because it calls me to, and it's a very special instrument that that came into my life, and it's just amazing because it really plays itself. Anyway, so I still do that at the end. But yeah, music, as some of you have already told me, and that it does set the tone. Yeah. So, and especially music that you like. The music I would play in a live class, yeah, of course, it'd be very soft and gentle, varied as well. But yeah, more meditative in the realm of the music composition. So let's come to the mat, shall we? And realize, yes, how we breathe can change our lives. Amazing. So let's come back to that slow, deep breath, shall we? Okay. So once again, feet to the earth, wiggle the spine if that feels comfortable for you. This is a very individual practice. Have you noticed? It's not a one size fits all. We're all coming into our own beingness here. Maybe a little baby bridge feels good. Lifting on up, rolling on down, exhaling on the way down. Yeah, feet into the earth, connecting to the energy. Maybe scoop it on up one more time. And then exhale, yeah, lengthening out through the crown, out through the tailbone. So there's more space there. With more space, there's more room for the energy to flow, to heal. So any other little wiggle room, placing your hands where they feel comfortable. Maybe on the sacral chakra, your lower belly, because that's where we start our 3-part breath. Elbows draped down. Feel the width of your shoulders, the width of your back. We talk a lot about the length of our back, but also feel the width. And close your eyes gently and feel the deepest part of the 3-part breath beginning in the belly as you inhale. then the middle torso of solar plexus chakra. And then, as we talk about next week, the heart chakra, the upper torso. Allow your exhale now to let go. Yeah, whatever you feel you need to let go of to bring more health and well-being into your body, your life. Yeah, breathe in. Maybe what does nurture you? What is it that you feel that would be beneficial to your health, for your highest good? Yeah, breathe it in. And exhale, release all that does not serve you well. The worry, the tension, any stress. Let it go. Let it go. And now a little bit of the pausing after your inhale and after your exhale, just to feel those magic moments. So once again, yeah, a nice deep breath into the belly, the middle, the upper, and maybe breathe in a little more and pause to feel truly this empowerment of the breath as it becomes you. A magical moment. And exhale slowly, whether it's out through the nose or out through the mouth, and squeeze out just a little bit more and feel the pause there. Again, the pause that refreshes. Yeah, this is a void of where all possibilities are born to breathe into. And breathe and feel the expansion and pause at the height of your inhale. A gentle pause. And exhale, release it, release. Maybe a little longer of an exhale to release more of all that does not serve you well. And pause. Feel that release and feel the new breath emerging. And I might suggest just maybe 2 or 3 more rounds of feeling the pauses, for they are that magical. Allowing your body to decide when you breathe in or out again. Yeah, trusting that your body knows. It brings stillness, doesn't it, to your mind, to your body, so we can venture more deeply inside. Venture more deeply inside to sensations, to the cellular level, to the frequencies of maybe anything that's vibrating, and maybe the solar plexus. Yeah, right where the ribs start to separate, the solar plexus area. This is the area when it is vibrating at a certain frequency of yellow, it brings health to your digestive system. Sometimes when we have digestive problems, we go, ooh, right here. Yeah. Into the upper belly, or maybe the lower belly, maybe the back. Brings health to your kidneys. Also, well, the kidneys are the sacral chakra. This brings more health now to the solar plexus chakra, to your stomach, your spleen, your intestines, your colon, your liver. Yeah. Organs of digestion, of discernment. Yeah, these, when your solar plexus chakra is in balance here, you might, yeah, close your eyes still and just breathe, maybe if you wish, a beautifully yellow light here. You have to bring more health to your digestive system, your system of discernment, that then leads into your mental and emotional being, to know what to say yes to, know what to say no to. This is the energy of your awakening, the energy within of your self-confidence, your self-worth, your self-esteem. Yeah, knowing again to make decisions with ease for your highest good. Making decisions and choosing behaviors and actions that are true to your highest values. This is an energy center of knowing who and what you truly are, and sharing the gifts with the world that you have. sharing your friendship, sharing if you're, maybe you are in the healthcare profession or you're a teacher or a good friend, you share your gifts with the world with ease because you are grounded from beneath. Your energy from the sacral chakra is moving smoothly, and your creative energy and feeling of abundance. And now we can share that abundance with the world with the solar plexus chakra. Yeah. And it's not feeling very confident. Decisions are just, not happening. And maybe wear that color yellow, or maybe you do have a citrine gemstone nearby, or just squeeze a little lemon juice, as I mentioned yesterday, in some warm water in the morning. And it's also helping to purify and bring your system more to an alkaline state of being, more balanced, more helping your immune system as well. Absolutely. Maybe I know some of you are interested in essential oils and the aroma and how that may bring lemongrass, rose oil. Very good. Also your decision making, your self-confidence to share again your gifts with the world with ease and grace. Chanting the word wrong, RAM, wrong, over and over again, a few moments. And as I introduce you to the chakras, as you know, there's so much even in Canvas, the module that I've offered, and you can explore on your own. There's a wonderful chakra cartoon in module 4. I do hope you view it. It explains the chakras in a different way that might just speak to some of you, maybe more. Especially if they're not speaking to you at all. This cartoon just might do it. It might not. But I invite you to just reflect. How confident do you feel in your life at this time? Do you feel your inner strength? Do you feel your self-worth? Because it's there. Sometimes it's just clouded over. So we bring it into vibrance with the yellow of the noonday sun. The element that governs this energy center is fire. It heats, it warms. Digestion becomes complete, healthy. Knowing what to say yes to and knowing what to say no to. Nice deep breath, and energized by the sun's light. As we stretch up through the arm and the leg, reaching out long, opposite lines of energy. It's time. Stretch it all out, open up new spaces. Maybe allow that sunlight to shine through the body, through all your cells. Bring it in, stretch your other side. Maybe you're already yawning. Side to side. Sometimes it does feel good. Have you noticed as you bring the opposite thigh up to the chest a bit? It gives a little more oomph in the stretch. But eventually, as I was saying, both arms, both legs, circling wrists, circling ankles, a nice yawn. Floating arms and legs to the sky. And breathing smoothly down. Shake it all about. Sometimes this makes my breath even faster. Try to keep it in a nice, comfortable pace. And how is Japanese energy generating system going for you? Okay, let's try that again. Flexing feet, bending knees, bend elbows, open fingers, open the toes, and just vibrate. I know sometimes I make that noise. As if electricity is running through your bones. Maybe another 2 more seconds. And then let's just shake it out again. That feels so good after it. To loosen up again. Feet and arms return to the earth to just notice, to feel. Breathe into the belly, middle, up, soften, soften, soften. Remember the 3-part breaths, 360 degrees around. I know I emphasize the belly and maybe the front of the torso more, but remember it's also the back breathing, the sides of the body. And as I mentioned yesterday, the pauses of the breath are usually a practice all into themselves. The smooth breath here as we practice our postures. You can also incorporate the pause if you wish. So just, yeah, experiment. That's the best. So let's bring the thigh of your body's choice up and over the chest with ease. Oh yeah, we're allowing now. Notice when maybe other parts of the body are tense. Sometimes even here, my shoulders start to tense up. I don't know why. Yeah, but I notice, and that's important. Sometimes the reason why is not unless you're going deeper into a therapeutic state more. Yeah. But yeah, you can let go. Maybe it is that I'm feeling I'm overwhelmed. Yeah. With too much responsibility. That might be. Or maybe I can choose to let go and be in this very special moment that I'm encouraging us all to be. So let's continue to open the side and side, continuing to circle slowly. Feel again all the little nuances of this movement. Yeah, reversing at any time. Might feel really more open today than the other day. You can let go of any hand upon the knee. See how that feels. If you like a larger circle, or if your arm is not that long. So we breathe, maybe a longer exhale, maybe a nice sigh. Does that feel good? A nice, another deep breath. And today, let's, bring this leg up to the sky with a nice ankle rotation. Oh, getting all those little bones. It's amazing how those little joints in your ankle, very similar to all the little bones in your wrist, very similar too, but how they allow, our bodies are so designed that we can actually circle joints. I know. Amazing. Reversing the circle. Relaxing the back. When ready, yes, we're going to flex the foot. Heel reaches further away from you. And do be mindful here not to lift the hip. The pelvis is down to the ground. Now, for some, that means maybe your leg is a little further away from you, strap in hand. Yeah, that might be more helpful as well. Gentle clasp, maybe the knee has to bend a bit. I'm just reminding, there's lots of different variations here to make different people feel a little safer and more comfortable. So we breathe. How are your hamstrings? Yeah, mine feel a little tight too. And I'm going to shake out again, or I'm reminding you, maybe rub, tap, maybe massage again, any scar tissue. If you pulled muscles, that's usually scar tissue forms to repair itself. Luckily, our bodies do know how to repair. And then this cross fiber stroke can help just bring a little more energy there to keep that area vibrant and healthy. Okay, reclining hamstring stretch underway for some. Some of you might still want to tap or rub, or maybe just shake out the leg a bit. This is for your safety. Very important as before we go into any other standing postures. Make sure hips, legs, back are warmed up, ready to go. So we breathe here, maybe again, and exhale a little longer. Yeah. And this is something I just love to say. Like up in the air, lying down, nothing else to do but to breathe, to let go. Time to just be on that vacation right here, right now. Maybe crossing over the midline a little bit. Or alive. Ah, nice deep breath there, whether you're propping the leg up or maybe the opposite hand, first 2 fingers and thumb around that big toe, or using the strap like a sling, as I've been mentioning. Opening out to the side might feel really good. Opposite hip staying down as your anchor, because if it lifts, then yeah, not much stretch is going on. But if that opposite hip stays down, yeah, you could prop it up again, first 2 fingers and thumb, or strap like a sling. Ah, and then the leg does come back up to the sky. Yeah, good old sit-up posture. Coming right up for strength into your sacral chakra, your solar plexus chakra, awakening now your confidence, your inner strength. So feel the support on that standing foot. I would say wiggle the spine long as you inhale, exhale into your navel center. This is a little forceful of an exhale. Maybe crossing the wrist feels good as you reach your elbows way up. This is also helping the back of the heart chakra to open. Maybe lifting the supporting foot or hover the supporting leg. Remember, these are just suggestions. But the exhale is a recommendation. Still a suggestion, that forceful exhale. We also hovered our arms, palms up, palms down, and we also hovered them out from the shoulders. That gives a little more oomph. Maybe a lift of the supporting leg. If it's already hovered, maybe lift it up a little higher. Inhale, exhale, as you lower deep into the core, awakening. Yeah. Remember, if you need to release out of this posture, by all means, if you want to stay one more exhale, please do. And when ready, yes, our foot is going to come to the ground. Inhale and exhale, lower the spine. Is your leg still lifted? Oh, yes, leg still lifted. Just a little wave side to side of the leg. Arms down by your side or a little out from your sides. Exhale to open out again to the side. Flexing, pointing, lifting up. Exhale to flex, cross. Inhale up to the sky. Exhale, open. It's like a big windshield wiper in the sky. Very appropriate for this day. Inhaling up and exhale to cross over. This time we're going to exhale way out to the side and now complete the circle. Reach way out, down to the other side of the room, and then point the foot. We're going to complete the other half of the circle as we inhale up. It's kind of like our leg is the minute hand of a clock. We're going to exhale, reaching way out to like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, all the way down to 6 o'clock. We're going to point the foot on the inhale all the way around again, yeah, all the way around to 12 o'clock. Maybe one more time. Exhale all the way around to 6. Inhale all the way up and around to 12. How's that feel? Like a little longer? Should we go counterclockwise? I think so. So let's exhale, reach around to 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. We're going to point the foot as we inhale all the way up to 3, to 2, to 1, yeah, to 12. One more time, counterclockwise, reaching way around. Core strong, yeah, leg strong, and stretching too. It does stretch and strengthen your leg. Very nice. All the way up on the inhale to 12. And yeah, let's shake this leg out. Say thank you very much for supporting me all these years. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Put, again, both feet back to the earth. Breathe. Yeah, notice any difference. Right leg, left leg. Yeah, one might feel just a little more alive. So let's bring your second thigh out, up and oh, straight, letting go of all the busyness of the day. Remember, this is your time, just for you, to breathe, to enjoy, to let go of any tension, Maybe stretch your supporting leg long, just a little more oomph here. Ah, a sigh. Inhale, cupping hand on the knee. Exhale, opening out to the side. And this, with the thigh circling, this really prepares us for the leg circling, doesn't it? Yeah. So again, opposite hip staying down, circling the thigh slowly. Always feel free to pause if there is a place where, ooh, that is very tight today. Yeah, maybe that a little erasing movements or just pausing the movement, breathing there. Feel, visualize your exhale, truly melting tension away. Reversing whenever it feels comfortable for you. Nice, deep, slow breathing pattern. Feel the lower back liking this. Huh? I know some of you have had physical therapy for, some are going through physical therapy. If you ever do go through physical therapy for discomfort of your lower back, you'll probably do some of these practices we are doing right now. And gently bringing the thigh back to the chest, to yawn the leg to the sky. Nice yawn with an ankle rotation, awakening all those nerve endings in the bottom of our feet. Open the toes, reversing the circle. Another deep breath. Ready to flex on the exhale. Heel reaching to the beautiful blue sky. Yeah, how are you? Yeah, we're going to shake it out again. Probably, yeah. Shake, 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 shake. Brisk rub. Sometimes that really feels good for me. Tapping, getting the energy to flow through all the energy channels. There's lots of energy channels through your legs. And this helps to just keep everything flowing. And of course, helping blood flow as well. Warming up, yeah, inner outer heel. Maybe that cross fiber stroke. So we can shake, we can rub, we can massage. It's all good. As long as it does feel good, yeah. So when ready, reclining hamstring stretch, whether you're using the strap or the first two fingers and thumb around that big toe, if you're a little more flexible, remember to relax the shoulders, even with a gentle clasp above or below the knee. We're softening. Make sure the hip stays down. Maybe just stretch your supporting leg. Remember that usually increases the oomph if needed. Just breathe. Close your eyes. Yeah, you are on that vacation. For it's time to let go, to relax. The back relax, your jaw, the root of the tongue, as I mentioned. Yeah, even the root of the tongue, it's amazing how much tension can be here and in the neck and then the throat and in the back. Hamstrings will relax more deeply as we let go. Another deep breath. Maybe a little cross over the midline, or maybe a little further or a little further, but you're propping it up or using the strap like a sling. Strap is very, yeah, using the strap like a sling sometimes that helps. Yeah, maybe a little higher, a little lower, a little wiggle room there. Coming up to the sky, opening way out to the side, opposite hip staying down. Maybe a little lower, a little higher to explore. Yeah, it's a curiosity. Where can you find the tension today? Make a game out of it. How many tensions can you find? Wow. Now, when it comes back to center, we're preparing for your sit-up posture. So feel the support of the standing foot into the earth. Our inhale draws the earth energy up through the leg, up through the spine, and out through the crown of the head. The exhale brings us into the sit-up posture, reaching up higher, maybe to your ankle or foot. In any variation, you could start with the foot and the leg variation if you wish, or maybe the cross of wrist, as I usually mention first, and elbows way up. Maybe the foot needs to go back. And sometimes sides are different, you notice? But again, we breathe into the belly. Exhale, awakening your inner courage, your strength, your confidence. Flexing, pointing feels good. Maybe hover arms. Oh, yeah. You feel the difference? Palms up, palms down, or out from your shoulders. Maybe a little more forceful of a exhale feels good. Maybe a lift of the leg if it's already hovered. Yeah, that feels good too. Or maybe not. So again, I'm offering all these variations because every one of us has different strengths and stretches and flexibilities and needs and wants and desires. So that's why, luckily, we have lots of variation. Now, when you are ready to release, foot down as you inhale, exhale, roll the back down. And we're going to windshield wiper the leg. So let's open out to the side, exhaling, keeping opposite hip down. This is a flexion on the exhale. Pointing foot up to the sky. Yeah, arms are out. And exhale, flex, cross way over. Inhale, pointing up to the sky. Exhale. Now from here, let's continue that circle all the way around, I guess to 6 o'clock. Pointing the foot, we inhale all the way around the other half of the clock. Reach for the in-between numbers. That'll give you a little more stretch. And again, flexing. We exhale, reach again to the 1 and then to the 2 and the 3, the 4 and the 5. And then the inhale, pointing foot, 7, 8, 11, 12. Yeah, I get the in-between numbers of the clock. And then when it does come up to the sky, let's reverse counterclockwise. Exhale, flexing all the way around to 6 o'clock. Pointing foot all the way around to 12. Reaching, reaching, reaching. Core strong, legs strong. Try to relax the shoulders, the neck. Once again, we exhale, making the circle as large as you can. That's comfortable. Inhale all the way up. Ready to just shake it all about. Yeah, I think so too. Just shake it all about. And then thighs to the chest. We're going to roll all the way over to our side for a reclining spinal twist. So we're going to reach with the top arm and walk the fingers all the way around to the back wall, so to speak. Yeah. And we might pause here, breathe here, inhale, exhale. Maybe your other hand can cross fiber your IT band, iliotibial tract. Nice deep breath, lining, tailbone, reaching away from the crown. Knees in one direction, and then inhale, exhale, reach the arm around to the ground, shoulder down as much as you're able, looking back over the shoulder. So the knees are in one direction and your back arm in focus is in the other. Maybe just crossing the one knee over feels good. You can straighten the bottom leg long. Or maybe it does feel better with both knees bent, maybe a little higher, a little lower, a little wiggle room, yeah. But definitely another deep breath, breathing into all your digestive organs. Your solar plexus is nicely stretching. Some organs are being compressed. Some are being nicely stretched or nicely compressed. They're both good. So we breathe. Belly breathing, lower back, middle torso, upper. Then soften. Yeah, let go now. One more deep breath. And exhale. New inhale to lift the arm and roll all the way over to your side. Again, let the head hang there. And bringing both eyes to the chest, a little roll side to side or circle around the sacrum. And let's roll to your other side. You reaching the top arm further away from you. And walk the fingers around like you're making a big reach to the back wall. Tailbone reaching away up. Crown of the head. Feel that separation out of the waist. Nice deep breath here. Inhale, exhale, then complete that half circle, so to speak. Yeah. So if the arm could be below the shoulder, maybe above or right out from the shoulder, palm up, palm down. Again, feel all the opposite lines of energy. Knees in one direction, back arm and focus in the other, tailbone, crown. And where is your breath here? Yeah, where does your breath need to go here? Where is your body asking you? Please breathe here. Do you feel your liver? I know, it just purified 64 ounces of your blood in the last minute. Did you feel that? Did you feel your lungs breathe, the lower lobes? Yeah, your right lung and your left lung are actually different. Yeah, you might feel them very much the same, and I think most people do. But one has 3 lobes and the other has 2 lobes. You can massage the IT band if that feels good. Yeah, lots to just focus in on if you wish, or just breathe. Ta-da! When in doubt, breathe. Needing more oomph to straighten the bottom leg long, or maybe keep both knees bent. Feels good. A little higher, a little lower. Definitely a deeper, slower breath. Maybe an exhale out through the mouth in a nice sigh. Yeah, releasing the jaw, the neck, the back, your liver, your spleen, your stomach. Oh, that's just what the doctor ordered. Or maybe you ordered it, yeah. Or your body ordered it, yes. So eventually, yeah, we're going to maybe, close the book. Inhale that back arm up and roll all the way over to your knees once again. And then bringing both thighs back to the chest, circling both thighs around, kind of get everything in neutral again. And then if you wish the arms down to reverse the circle, a little more oomph. As you know, you can straighten both legs to circle as wide as you can, the biggest circle ever. Have any of you watched when you were younger, the big comfy couch? Well, after the 10, or maybe this was the 10-second tidy, after that, she would make her legs go all the way around and toes would touch all the way around this huge circle. Amazing. The big comfy couch, circling on the legs. You might look that up. And here we can also do the infinity sign with legs straightened or knees bent, if that feels a little safer for you. Well, it's all good. Nice infinity sign, maybe reversing the infinity sign. Yeah, going the other way. That does feel different. And then just shake it all about. And let's roll to our side, shall we? Nice, long torso, long legs, energy channels open, flexing the top foot, keeping your knee facing forward into a lift of just the top leg. Inhaling, and we're going to hold the lift, but keep breathing, keep lengthening out through the heel, out through the crown. And just feel, working against gravity, you are strengthening. Yeah, outer thigh. Yeah, a little bit more of your obliques. Yep. Still strengthening. And until it feels, a little tired. And then we're going to inhale and exhale slowly down. And we'll take that one more time. Inhale, lengthen out to the crown, out to the heel, to where it feels, you can't go any further. The knee is facing away from, not to the sky. And feel the strength here with ease. We still breathe. The second time, you might notice you might get a little tired, and that's a good thing. I feel because the muscles are working. Yeah. You can lower sooner though, and we're going to lower now actually on the exhale. And now we're going to point the foot, lengthen the leg. Now the knee faces the ceiling, and then inhale up. With the external rotation of the hip, usually the leg can come a little higher, maybe even higher to your ear, or maybe not so high. So to lift as high as it feels comfortable, trying to stay on your side, leg to the sky. Now your knee is probably facing you. You can hold it with a little more support if needed. We're going to inhale, exhale, maybe lift a little further. That exhale, whoa, that's amazing how it releases tightness, tension. And then when you're ready, yes, we're going to exhale the leg further away from you as it lowers slowly, 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 slowly to the floor. Well, on top of your other leg. And then one more time, inhale. Feel the breath. Yep, your breath is in charge here. Yeah, and then we're going to just, lovely, if there is the stretch going on, just another moment, you can, more flexible, clasp the big toe with your first two fingers and thumb for a little support. Yeah. Another deep breath and gently release. Release longer, longer, longest. And roll to your other side. Yeah, I think your leg is longer. Yeah, so we better do the other side to even them up a bit. So lengthen here, up and down, up to the crown. Just feel, just a little more of an oppositional line of energy away from the waist, flexing the top foot to reach out to the heel to where it's comfortable. Yeah, knee facing away from you. Keep breathing and keep lengthening. So it's not like, oh, yeah, look at the mirror. You just no, leg out of the mirror. Breathe and still lengthening. Feel strength being generated. So relax now the neck, the shoulders. The principle of right effort. And exhale slowly reaching down. Now let's do this one more time. Reaching out, knee facing away from you. Feeling strength, just working against gravity. It's amazing how much strength that can develop. Another deep breath. And when ready, exhaling. To rotate now, the knee to the sky, point, inhale, reach out and up and away. Again, whatever level is the lift is right for you. Please honor that. Sometimes it can go more into a stretch of it all. Maybe it does need a little guidance of your hand. And then gently, we're going to release slowly. This is the strengthening part, yeah? And once again, reaching out, reaching up, knee eventually faces you. Try not to roll back too much. Try to stay on that hip and go right to the sky. You might actually, since it's a breath or two here to stretch a strap handy or gentle clasp. We might have to bend a bit. Another modification if needed. But definitely one more deep breath in and out here to soften any tension away. Melting, and then another inhale and exhale as we reach the leg. Longer, 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 longer. Yeah, both legs long. All right. So let's come face down. And good old thighs, the front of our thighs. We stretch the back of our legs. The inner thigh, not so much the quadriceps. So if you're able, I'm going to say to bend, your knee, and then reach your knee away from it. Get one length there. If you're able, clasping foot. Sometimes it's easier, speaking of lying on the side, sometimes it's easier to clasp the foot here, and then you can maybe roll over, or use a strap around the foot to get a nice thigh stretch here, leading into the bow posture. But first, feel the thigh lengthening, knee reaching away from it. And then on the inhale, we're going to lengthen up to the crown, lift the chest, and lift the thigh as if your foot is pressing into your hand. So you're trying to like straighten the knee, sort of feel. And so lift as high as you can. And exhale down. Another variation for some, we'll do this again, might stretch your supporting arm down and reach out to the fingers, up to the other leg toes, and then inhale to lift the heart, lift the arm in the back, lift the thigh. So in the stretch, the heel is closer to your butt. And then in the low posture, the heel comes off the buttocks, lifting the thigh, lifting the heart. Another deep breath. And exhale. For the other side. First, the thigh stretch. So again, adjust if you need to. Maybe get, I might need a strap for this side. My knee doesn't bend as much, but I think I can clasp, yeah, or maybe, look, I can clasp my sock or the leg, my pants. So we're going to stretch first, feel the knee reaching away from. Nice thigh stretch. Deep breath. When ready for the bow, we're going to lift the heart, lift the thigh, heel off the butt. Nice deep breath here. Try to lift the thigh off the floor. And exhale down. Other variation, if it feels right for you, is going to stretch the arm, stretch the back leg. We're going to lift the heart, lift the back leg, lift the arm, lift the chest. Pointy, flexing. Another deep breath to lift the thigh. And exhale down. Let's rest a little bit. Now forehead, crossed fingers, elbows out, big toes touch. And we breathe. Nice deep breath here. Into the belly, so your lower back expands. Do you feel that? As you breathe into the belly. Your lower back, middle back, upper back. And then the exhale, relax. Maybe a little wiggle room. Wiggle the elbows. Another deep breath into the belly. Middle, upper, and soften. From here, one more back arching posture. You can go into Sphinx, as we've done before, to the elbows as we lengthen. Or remember, if you rather go into Cobra, I would bring my hands back underneath the shoulders. In either case, let's lower down. Reach out through the legs, out through the toes. If lower back is an issue, I would say open legs a little wider. Reach out to the crown. We're going to inhale to lengthen out through the crown, face lifting, chest lifting, maybe even hands lifting. If you can't lift any further, this is strengthening part of the Cobra or Sphinx. And then when you can't lift any further, that's when you place the hands down or elbows. Elbows in Cobra are into the body. As if your hands here too are pulling back toward the body. Long neck, shoulders down, long legs as well. Nice deep breath. On the return, we exhale slowly. Try to lift the hands off as soon as you're able. And then return, chest, chin, nose, forehead to the earth. Child's pose. Doesn't that sound like a wonderful counter posture? So let's come to hands and knees slowly. And then, send the tailbone back. Hips back over the heels. Bending the knees. And then remember, the thighs can be closer together or further apart. If they're further apart, the big toes touch usually. And we drape the chest over, deep breath into the belly, middle, upper. Maybe palms rolled upward. Or palms unite over back of the head. Nice deep breath. And gently back to all fours for the table. Yeah. Oh, let's take maybe sunburn today. Opposite arm and leg balance. So whether you're to your hands or fists, or remember if wrists do hurt, there's that wonderful, you can place your hand on a higher heel of the hand on a higher surface, and then the rest of your hand lower to the floor. So opposite arm and leg, your body's choice. Which opposite arm and leg you're going to start with. So we're going to reach long. Feel your core active here as you balance, as you breathe. Reaching out to the heel, up to the fingers, thumbs up. Inhale to lift higher. This leads into our cat breath with an exhale. Really navel up and in. Drop the head, elbow, knee, forehead. Inhale, stretch from your navel center. Out to the fingers, out to the toes. Pull it all in. Push away the floor. Inhale to stretch out, to stretch up. And then, oh look, another bow. We're going to reach way around. This is opposite hand to foot down. And lift the thigh, lift the heart. Inhale. And exhale, hands down. We're going to go into a bow. Forehead lowers, elbows point back. Exhale, hovering the forehead off the floor. And then inhale, exhale, press away the floor. Stretch the arms and back to all fours. Other side. Okay. So we're going to stretch other arm and leg, opposite arm and leg. Push away the floor. Feel the core. Breathe with ease. Flex back foot. Jump to the sky. Inhale to lift a little higher. And exhale, pull it all in. Yeah. Exhale. Push it away. Inhale. Out to the fingers, out to the toes now. Exhale. Pull it all in. Inhale. And then reach way about. Clasping foot. Another deep breath. Lift the heart. Lift the thigh. Inhale. Then exhale into the bow. The forehead is before the fingertips here. So there might feel like a little shift forward. Hover. Back legs. Reaching. Easy breath. Inhale and exhale. Push away the floor. And back to hands, knees. Yeah, let's get off the knees, shall we? Okay, so let's tuck those toes under. Push away the floor. Long neck. Nice deep breath. Let's bend both knees, shall we? Yeah, so we can stretch the spine longer. Maybe suction cup the palm of your hand upward. Fingers on the floor, heel on the hand to the earth, shoulders relaxed, and then walking the dog. One heel down, other knee bending. Feet then come together for three-legged dog if you wish. Reach one leg high to the sky. Push away the floor. Exhale. And back to all fours, and then the other leg slowly stretches. Push away the floor. There's a tendency to come more forward on your hands, but the shoulders are still way back. Bottom heel reaches to the earth. Deep inhale, deep exhale. And now a wide angle dog. Wide angle dog. Just, yeah, I don't want to slip on the floor, so I'm going to change my focus here. Yeah, wide angle. So your hands are still way before you. And push again. Away the floor. And pigeon toe in a little bit. Another deep breath. And then gently wide angle forward fold. Let the head be heavy. Maybe clasp elbows, a gentle sway. Or clasp ankle. Nice deep breath here. Or any other variation, but just breathe. And gently, yeah, we're going to wiggle those feet underneath us. Gonna roll up to standing tall. Yeah, take your time, especially if there's any dizziness, and adjust. This room might be a little brighter than usual. I don't know. Depends on, yeah. Anyway. Feeling again your standing posture, mountain posture. So feet, yes, evenly distributing your weight. Sometimes we have a little habit of on one leg or the other. Have you noticed? I know some of you have young children too. Sometimes we put the child on one hip so then we can multitask and do other things with the other hand and stuff. So yeah, just be careful too on your all our everyday activities too. Are they in balance? Usually we're either right-handed or left-handed. Some of us are both, but sometimes we're right-legged or left-legged too. So finding that balance once again as we breathe, inhale, scooping the energy up from the earth and around us and bringing down the heavens, palm face downward, wiping as if it was wiping the slate clean. Let go of any stresses. Inhale, bring in what does serve you well. Yeah, more joy, more peace, more love. And exhale any other stresses and anxiety. Let them just go back to the earth to be recycled. One more time. Nice deep sniff in and exhale. Letting go, letting go. This is a daily practice. I know we're just practicing twice a week, but this is really a daily practice. Did they tell you? Yeah. So for chair pose, yeah, again, we're standing tall. I just turned this way for a side view. But yeah, the hips width apart, tailbone down, crown of the head high. So we're already lengthened. I know. You just might grow an inch or two. And then we're going to inhale to lift the arms. Palms facing each other. Inhale, exhale. Send the tailbone back as if we're sitting down on a chair. Knees aligned with your toes. Knees are aligned with your toes. Probably kneecap between maybe the second and third toe, but not just over your big toe. That would be too far in. Yeah, second and third toe, knee facing. Reach. Yeah, feel the core active here. And then an exhale, palms to the heart. Inhale, exhale, we're going to twist to the side. Maybe your bottom elbow can reach on the outer thigh. Or maybe this feels good, top arm high to the sky. Another deep breath. And exhale, palms to the heart, facing the earth. We're going to do the other side, but first inhale. And then exhale, twisting on the exhale, hip, waist, shoulder, head. Now maybe the arms open. Press gently, knees still aligned. Looking upward. Inhale and exhale, palms to the heart, looking down. We're going to roll on up slowly to standing. Wiggle the feet then together. Hooking the thumbs. We're going to go into the body back arch to lift tall first. Tailbone down, crown of the head high. And then lean the pelvis forward as you lift out of the waist. Lift the heart. Feel your solar plexus stretching. Nice deep breath here again. Inhale and exhale. Core strong, back to center, palms unite. And breathe. Relax the arms. Nice deep breath, maybe palms lifting upward from the earth through all your digestive organs and exhale back down. Once again, inhale from the earth energy to bring in the healing energy of the earth and exhale any tension you might have in your digestive system. Let it go. One more time. Inhale. Palms facing upward. And exhale. Palms facing downward. Again, releasing. Another practice of speaking of our solar plexus chakra, of confidence, of our inner power. Remember, this isn't to overpower people. This is to be in your inner strength, your inner power with courage and confidence, but also compassion, humility. Yeah. Another Qigong practice of being in your power, even though there might be some vulnerable times, you're still have that faith in the security. Yeah, security from the root chakra, security that you know that you have the support, even though vulnerable, you're still in your inner power. So from here, feet and hips width apart, we're going to open, inhaling, open the heart as well. Elbows reach way out to the side, flex your fingers in, and then exhale into the navel center, bend the knees, elbows in, and just a giant, gently closed fist. Hold the navel in. A little forceful of an exhale. And then an inhale, stretch the legs, open the elbows. And very vulnerable, you might say, but you're still in your power. You still have that confidence and that inner strength. Awaken. Yay. Exhale again into the navel center, round the spine. The inhale, open, stretch the legs, expand. Exhale, pull it in. Yeah, your strength, your confidence right there. One more time to inhale, even though we're opening, very vulnerable, but yet in your power. And exhale back to center. Yeah, this little Qigong bounce. Yeah, into your power. Yeah, it's amazing how sometimes we can forget or we lose it or give it away. So speaking of strength, power warrior 2 coming right up. So open the legs wide and an inch, maybe a little wider. So we're going to open up our left toes out to the left, level the waist, right toes angled inward. Yeah, feel the energy flowing down through the legs into the earth, connecting, yeah, the roots. Maybe then the energy coming up as we float the arms, reach out to the fingertips. They're floating. They are supported by the energy of the earth from underneath. Another deep breath. And then exhale, stretch the legs apart. Yeah, inner thigh stretching, knee over ankle, softly gaze. Drop the tailbone, crown high. Now feel the expansion in all directions. And breathe into the qualities of the blessed. Your strength, your courage, your gentleness, your compassion, your confidence. Lifting to the beautiful blue sky when ready for reverse warrior. Yeah, to feel again the support beneath you so we can lift above to the joy, to the beauty of the noonday sun. Maybe bottom arm wrapping around the waist, palm open. Another deep breath, extended side angle. Exhale, knees still bent up. Open the palm or forearm pressed against. This arm, also the top arm, we have created a nice angle here, but that also can wrap around the waist. Another deep breath. When ready, yeah, we're going to stretch this arm high again. If it was wrapped around the waist, inhale and exhale, stretching both legs, coming to your extended legs, ready for triangle. We're going to inhale, expand, and then exhale, shift hips, reach your whole left side aligned with the left thigh. If you can't reach any further, then we just touch, reach. Make sure your lower back is lengthened. Maybe the top arm by the ear, waist down to the leg, waist up to the fingertips. Long neck, easy breath. Another inhale, we're going to stretch this arm to the sky. Exhale, coming back to our center, reverse triangle. We inhale to lift up through the left side, down the left side. Again, feeling that stretch of the whole side. And back to center. Feet facing forward. Another breath in between. And then other side. So let's turn our right toes to the right, left toes angled inward. How is the wide stride? Can it be wider or is it too wide? Yeah. So again, we adjust if need be. Heel intersecting the middle of your back arch. Level the waist. And we breathe in. Feel the breath. Lengthening the arms. Remember, your arms are an extension of your heart energy. Inhale, we exhale. Stretch the knee. Inner thigh stretch. Tailbone still rooted down. Crown of the head high. How are your shoulders? Where are you working too hard? Or maybe not enough. Another deep breath. Gazing softly. Breathing into the qualities of the blessed hero. With an inhale, we might then lift up out of the waist, lifting our hearts. When the heart is lifted, that's a joyful feeling. An uplifted heart. Walking the fingertips down and wrapping around the waist, the bottom arm. Yeah, keep that knee still over the ankle. I know it's kind of, we're looking up, it's kind of hard to see, I know, but it's a feel as well. Feel the legs into the earth. Inhale and then exhale. It's going to extend its side angle, lengthening out of the waist here too. Left foot into the earth. Left arm reaching out of the waist, or maybe wrapping it around. Try to keep your this is your right side. Yeah, your right side long too. But the top shoulders back aligned. Looking straight ahead or turning your face to the sky. Another deep breath. When ready, we're going to stretch that left arm high. Inhale, exhale. Lengthening, preparing for a triangle. So again, we breathe, low, middle, up. We exhale now to shift the hips. Feel the crease right into your right hip joint, right side, aligned with your right thigh, reaching to the opposite side of the world. And then touching gently. Top arm high, arm here, over my here. Another deep breath. In, exhale. When ready, we're going to inhale, exhale, coming up. Reversing triangle with an inhale. Stretching down that right foot, up through the right fingertips. And exhale, center. Let's just wiggle our feet in and out, in and out, in and out. Oh, do you feel just maybe a little tall? So let's open the feet just about as shoulders width apart. And again, for knocking at life's door. Awakening our vitality again. Also helping our digestion. Wrapping and tapping, a gentle twist side to side. We can look back over the shoulder. Wrap and tap. We also tap with the front arm, upper lung for more energy. In Chinese medicine, stuck energy in the lungs also contribute to sadness, to grief. So we just acknowledge that, of course, if we feel that, and move through the energy of it. Learn from these emotions, even of wrap and tap around the kidney area again, knocking away fear. Yeah, no, fear teaches us so much. It's not to negate any, what you might call negative emotions, but any emotion. Yeah, it's to acknowledge them, to learn from them, and allow the energy to move so it does not get stuck. Yay. Back to center. Let's breathe again. And again, of course, but for the breath of joy to bring us back to the earth with a whoosh, ready to snip and let it go. Coming up with it. And one more time. and lift, and all the way back to the earth. Legs before you, maybe with a little shake. And the fingertips right now underneath your hips to open your solar plexus chakra, to awaken further your strength, your courage, your confidence. Lower to one elbow and then the other elbow. We're going to inhale to lift the heart, the chest, solar plexus, beautifully awaken. Neck long. Relax the head, but don't cut off your air supply. Yeah, neck is long. Down in the elbows. Feet are long. Your feet, your legs too. Another deep breath. Expanding the lungs. And exhale. Yeah, chin in, knees in. Roll down, thighs to the chest. Yeah, getting a little more. Preparing for our relaxation. Maybe with another shake up to the sky, arms and legs. Feet and arms return. Maybe a little roll of the knees, right or left. Maybe roll of the head. Yeah, just rolling side to side. Maybe another breath, lifting the maybe. Oh yeah, I was just adjusting my shirt, but maybe a little baby bridge would feel good. Yeah, or maybe a higher bridge. Eventually, I invite you to slow the breath out, getting comfortable. Any other wiggle room. And breathe ever so slowly, so deeply. Let go. It is time to let it all go. Anything that does not serve you, let it go. And as we let go, then the new, rich life force can come in to nurture more deeply. So yeah, let go of any tension in your beautiful face. Yeah, your forehead. Yeah, melt away any worry. Feel your eyes relaxing. Your right eye, your left eye. Eyelids just hanging loosely against your eyes. Relax your cheeks, your nose, your mouth, your lips. Maybe a little smile. Maybe a little chuckle. Even chuckling and smiling, laughter can help bring more ease to your solar plexus energy. Yeah, letting go. Laughter helps to release tension. It brings more of that joy feeling and that everything's okay and that you're okay and you're on the right path. Yeah, you're on your like purpose path that's designed for you and you're on your way. Smile. Relax your neck, front of the neck, sides of the neck, the back of the neck. Yeah, and as you feel your head resting upon the earth, can you feel your neck relax more deeply? And relax as you breathe deeply into the lower back, middle back, upper back. Can you feel the back expanding into the earth as you inhale? And then as you exhale, it just soft. Everything just melts as you exhale, as it's so designed to do. Feel the belly rise and fall as you breathe. Low, then middle, then upper, and soften. Maybe just bring a little more awareness to your solar plexus area. If you wish, breathe a beautiful yellow light there. And breathe into your self-worth. You're more worthy than you know. You're more inner strength. You have more than you know because you're born with it. Yeah. Sometimes it gets clouded over and now it's awakened just as you breathe. So breathe into your strength, your courage. To make decisions for your highest good, to live to your fullest potential, and becoming the grandest version of yourself ever. And feel the breath nurturing as you now just relax the pelvis. Yeah. So now the energy can flow more easily through your legs to support you for your strong foundation, for your security of connecting to the earth energy, taking care of yourself. So yes, do relax your thighs that we've nicely stretched and strengthened, relaxing your knees, your calf muscles, shin muscles. Breathe down through your ankles. Yeah, feel the breath flow there to your feet and your toes. Where your attention goes, energy flows. And allow every cell from the tips of your toes to the crown of your head to rest, to rejuvenate, to refresh, to renew, to heal, as you truly surrender to this posture of relaxation. I invite you just to breathe slow, deep, and just to be in this moment. Feel. You might feel a little different than before, maybe a lot, maybe not, but just to notice where there's no right or wrong, just what is, to be mindful, to be awake from the inside, to know, to feel, to choose. Decide. Yeah, maybe decide to breathe again, right here, right now. And I thank you. When ready to awaken, yeah, just with a little wiggle of fingers and toes. Circling ankles, circling wrists. Nice stretch of arms and legs. Maybe it's like the first time you've ever stretched them. Yeah, a little roll to your right, actually for more relaxation. You might roll to the left for a little more energy. Sometimes it takes another breath or two or three to stay rolled either to the right for more relaxation or to the left for a little more energy. Yeah, you might experiment with that and let me know how that changes anything for you. But eventually, yes, coming to our seated posture for one more breath altogether to seal in the practice, to inhale when ready. Nice deep breath, scoop the energy from the earth and around us, above us. Perfect blending here. And an exhale, bringing it all back to your open, loving heart. I thank you, I thank you, I thank you. And namaste. Do take care. Again, any questions, let me know. And yeah, just giving yourself such a gift. I'm just so glad you're all here. And namaste.